Hello Gemini, my name is Agatha and this is the general tarot forecast for the year 2017 for you, for the sign of Gemini. I'm going to use the Chrysalis tarot and I'm going to analyze the 4 quarters of 2017. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. And I'm also going to ask you to pick one symbol of the 4 symbols that I'm going to show you. And the symbols are tree, bear, ship, and house. So pick one, because this is going to make a more personalized reading for you. And I'm shuffling and I don't know where each one is going to fall. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's begin, Gemini. If you pick the symbol bear, the first quarter of 2017 will be more relevant for you. So January, February, and March will be more important for you. The cards that came out for Gemini were, so for the beginning, Gemini, were the 2 of Stones and the Knight of Spirals, or the Corsair, I don't know how to say this. The Knight of Spirals in traditional decks, it's called the Knight of Wands. So it's like there's some sort of new adventure that you want to take. You want to do something absolutely new, Gemini. In the first quarter of your life, you want to take on new endeavors. Maybe you have to deal with several things at a time. So you're multitasking. Let's say you have an ordinary job, but you decide to take some sort of an adventure and open up your own business, even an online business. So it's like in one hand you have stability, on the other hand you are taking something on, you are advancing, you are progressing, you have in your life you have a new vision, and you are ready to take on the world, to conquer something, and you're not afraid, Gemini. So that's how I read these 2 cards together. So the next quarter, it's April, May, and June, the second quarter. And if you pick the symbol ship, these months are more relevant for you, which is April, May, and June. The cards that came out were 2 major arcana cards, Kali, which in traditional decks is called the Tower, and then the Celtic Owl, which in traditional decks is called the Hanged Man. So there's some sort of new big disruption, a big change out of the blue. Something quite dramatic happens that changes your perspective on life, that opens you up, Gemini, to a new spiritual perspective a spiritual perspective upon life. You see things that in a brand new way, in ways that you never thought of before, in ways that you never saw before. Why? Because the owl sees into the dark. So you're seeing into the dark of the night. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God, my hair. So it is quite dramatic. It might even be painful, but it will give you a new perspective, a new, almost like a spiritual experience of life. And you're gonna see things differently, and you're gonna see things differently. Your eyes are going to be open to the mysteries of life. This might also mean that will be whatever happens, which is quite out of the blue, might cause you to, it might be some sort of illness. I'm not saying you'll be ill, but it might be that will make you stop for a while and you have to pause and you cannot work. It could be something like that as well. In terms of spirituality, is very good. Like your soul is happy. You might not be happy, but your soul is happy. So moving on to the third quarter of your life, which is of 2017, Gemini, which is July, August, and September. If you picked the symbol 3, these months are more relevant for you. And the cards that came out were the Five of Mirrors and the Pilgrim, or the Page of Scrolls. In traditional decks, this is called the Five of Cups, and in traditional decks, this is called the Page of Swords. I'm thinking this is a new way of thinking. I'm thinking a new way, new ways of thinking, because something happened in April, May, and June. Something happened that completely changed your life, and now you are more willing to be more compassionate towards yourself, and you are more willing to accept compassion of other people towards you. It's high level of compassion. It's not pity, okay? It's something else. It's completely human understanding, understanding you in a deep level, in the soul level, in the heart level. And this is a new way of thinking. You are okay with compassion, in feeling this compassion towards yourself, in receiving this compassion of others towards you. And in traditional decks, the Five of Mirrors or Five of Cups is being regretful of mistakes, of things not going well, and regretting something which was lost, and not seeing what is behind you, what you still have, meaning you still have something, you haven't lost all. I'm thinking that you are aware of that you are aware that you haven't lost it all. And this is a novel way for you to think, and you embrace it, okay? You embrace it. In another way of reading it is that actually you're studying something new, you're reading about it. It could be even like, because this is July, August, and September, you're thinking of changing, if you're in university, changing university course. Instead of studying law, you're going to go to medicine or any other course, something like that. Or you're dealing with someone young in your family, a young man or young woman from an air sign, Gemini, like you, or Gemini like you, Aquarius or Libra, and you're dealing with this young man, and this young man or young woman has questions about life, and and you're spending time with him or her, and it's good, pleasant times. Some of you might even go on a trip, a healing trip, a spiritual healing trip. And what else? It could also be a message, a compassionate message, which you will be receiving during some part of several messages that you'll be receiving during the third quarter of 2017, July, August, and September. Moving on, Gemini, if you picked the symbol house, the last quarter of 2017 is more relevant for you, so October, November, and December. And the cards that came out were the Six of Mirrors, or the Six of Cups in traditional decks, and the Three of Stones, or the Three of Pentacles in traditional decks. You're planning something to do with creativity. So you have a project. You want to work on a project, on a creative project, and you're planning it out. And whatever it is, music, you want to make an album, yes, something to do with music. You want to write music. You want to paint, you want to draw something, you want to create something beautiful that fulfills your soul, and you're planning it out in a rather skillful way. And you might even be asking the opinions of others, opinions of people whom you respect, the talent of people that you respect, very talented people, very wise people, teachers, masters. So, or it's something of a group creative project, and you're working with a group. Or you might even be volunteering with something connected with children. Also, maybe that's the new, it's a group endeavor, and it has to do with children. It could be teaching children how to make musical instruments, or how to, how do you say, learn how to play, or how to paint, or to draw, something like that, something to do with kids. But it's pleasant. It's really pleasant. Okay, so that's it. That's the reading that I have for you, Gemini, for 2017. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.